electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, Dave Collins, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, and that's how they set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play. It all begins right now. This is going to be very difficult. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Yellow Jackets ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Panthers offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, this team's college football playoff hopes lie on this running back's ability to show up week in, week out. It's one thing to do it against subpar competition. We've seen that.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the line. Let's see what they do with this one. Using his legs, it's Turner. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Turner. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Alberto Mendoza. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. They think there's room. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing up on the first carry. Gonna have some resilience because
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick 6. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 and goes on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pulls it in, it's Kent. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the situation, you might see a shot. Makes a grab and room to run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in.
I think the days of running backs just running downfield are you better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
I think you got to look at the positive reason. We still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field. They just got to make the plays.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Hosmer. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up...
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Hangs in there.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to fire deep, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, you'd be forcing it a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted! Just a small return, but a big play as they hunt him down for 35. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for second down. Hand off from the gun, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stand.
Maybe a crease. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's after 37.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Now from inside the red zone. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers have their scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Big fella moving. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On the direct snap, it's Cook. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the red triple house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last one.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air. It's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy. And it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the loss pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that one's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turn.
Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interesting to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. A little release to the back. Timeout taken by the YJackets. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Here's a heat. Goes toward the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback making checks. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Hit right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's turned. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes a connection. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach. He's the most concerned with his starter losing the football. Ball security has been a big topic in the locker room at the half. He said, I feel like our offense is performing well, but our running back has to hold on to the ball. They start the game on offense. We'll see if he's able to tuck it in and be higher and tighter with that football to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now. Early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Defense.
Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosmet. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Finding some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. With the catch, it's Hosley. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Completes it in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And we talked about this guy coming to the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and beating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And it's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. slides right down the middle. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the run, it's Ballard.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hicks. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catches it, past the sticks, and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Big guy smells it.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get concerned. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to keep that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Goes to the option. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physical?
Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for a score. That one pushes this lead out
No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And this sophomore signal caller really seems to be out of sorts, not exactly sure what he's seeing. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to jit. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots, try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands, and the defense better do something different.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. They've got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Ballard. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be third and long. Send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. So the defense trying to maximize their time management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. He's got it. Plows through the defense. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Back to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Catch in the middle, it's made. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Love the play calling. I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's Mendoza. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays. The defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative, man. You're down 2 scores. You've got to find some plays over the middle of the field.
And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown! They add on another score, and now that record goes so close to going to 8-1 on the season. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hosley. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
That's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything
poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.